Howdy all, my name is ChucklesTC and welcome back to my NASCAR 25 career mode. Today we're headed to Phoenix first. Um, it's gonna be bad. The car isn't upgraded. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Let's go and let's run 35th. Um, the, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart recently. Uh, 8 Deluxe, for anyone curious which one. And this is a lot harder to control than a Mario Kart. Um, I think I definitely had to brake there in turn 4, but I feel like it makes me too slow. I don't know, the radius for the turn on this thing is just really weird. Phoenix, I'm not a huge fan of the racing there, at least for the stock cars. I am, however, a pretty big fan of them for the Indy cars. I mean, I was going to hit the wall there, but. And that's an illegal dogleg cut, I think. I might be able to keep it almost full throttle down around that rear bend, but it's right about. Let me try there for a lift. And then, like, 3 pump the brake. Oh, okay. That might work if I'm a bit more confident. No, this won't be a full throttle. Yeah, because I'm in the wall again there. Well, this is going to be our last lap of practice. And in the wall again on the final turn. Okay. It doesn't help that I'm going to go into the race not getting any chance to run in traffic. I mean, I'm going to go 25% loose as we move to qualifying and just see if that helps me get more of a bite on the corner. I mean, I wasn't too far off of 39th, but still not great. It's time for qualifying, so let's get into it. Okay. Leaders at 28.981. Fuel appears to be set for 18 laps. These are pretty short races. I think that was about the perfect turn 4. But I feel like it's just too slow. I mean, the only time I've ever mastered Phoenix was on NASCAR Rivals, and it's just such a difficult track. And I love Phoenix for that, but you know, I think what Bristol's next, that's gonna suck too. How in the world did we qualify 35th? We got in the wall twice on a lap that I was very upset about. That's our goal, however. So I mean, 3/10 off 34th. I think on a good day, maybe with 2 cautions, we could hit 30th. But we're going to be in danger here at the start. There, we heard the command. Now we are fired up, ready to start from 35th. Already down a position. And we'll get it back. We will go under that yellow line, but it is not a double yellow line. You can cross under that in NASCAR. Uh, I mean, we are doing fairly decent. Bit locked in there. Couldn't take the dog leg. And a bit of a short race, too. Tap that 30 hard. Or he's not the 30 car, is he? Let me get car numbers up. Oh, no. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being a friend or something. Oh, I need to look in my mirror. I understand that using them is kind of dirty, and they're definitely going to complain in the tweets after the race. But I mean, he's also tapping me. So to see one be me to Brayton Lassiter is going to make a comment after he was hitting me too. He's definitely faster than me, but I am making up a bit of time. But into 4, I do lock up my brakes. And these ARCA engines are super like squealy almost. It's super weird. Let's try to cut it up under him here into 4. But I think, like I was saying earlier, I think next race is Bristol, and we're going to struggle there. William Swalwich is about a half a lap behind us. Okay, we're gonna hit the wall. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll keep out of it. But Lassiter, or Laster, is still in our rear, and I'm gonna overbrake there. Give him a great shot to my inside. I'll stay clear of him. If I can start to get pulled up on David Smith, that would help a ton. And would secure a top 30 after I nearly did win in my debut, which was quite exciting. Like I said, we're at least going to do 2 races, maybe a third, depending on how much time it's taken. As I overcook turn 4, I will get up into the wall, but it was better than slowing down even more. How much time we've gained to Smith. As a top 30 for our first short track would be amazing. I overcook it again. I'll ride the wall a bit. I'm sliding. Definitely have quite a bit of damage to the right side, but I'm satisfied with the visuals for now. I don't want to change it. Okay, I'm forgetting to brake now. I was running great through 4, and I apparently have forgotten how to race it. I think the slightly loose setup that I went with was the proper one. You can see it sometimes almost gets away from me. And we're gonna give that inside up, as there it was starting to get away from me. Brayton Laster with 2 laps to go, and we're at risk of losing another position. Unable to keep it out of the wall. Oh no. That was bad. I mean, we still got our goal. We finished 34th, but that was just not a great finish. And we're going to get criticized heavy. I didn't do anything to William Swallage. I will say that. Um, he said I dedicate this one to ChucklesTC Clown. To all the real race fans out there, don't drive like that. I mean, I did have one bad hit, and I was getting loose, but I didn't do anything crazy. Caleb Costner. I know it can be tough on a track like Phoenix to keep it clean, but can ChucklesTC Clown just try? Tapping you and using my bumper is different from wrecking you. That's what I really hate about this game. Like, my biggest pet peeve. Jake Bolin. How Cloud made it to Arca is beyond me. Obviously, can't keep the car straight. I was having some issues with it. I'll give you that. That's a good criticism. Matt Weaver. Every time we come here, the guys have to stock up on coffee to get through the next week with everything we have to fix. What are you even talking about? The only car I damaged was mine. It's because I kept hitting the wall. Because I'm racing for position. Because if I don't meet goals, then I'm basically screwed on speed. Okay, I don't know how long the audio was out, if it was out. Let's get into Bristol. Then hopefully it's like an intermediate track, third. I know Bristol we're going to struggle, at least the first race. In Lime Rock we're going to struggle. But outside of that, I feel like this middle section of the season is somewhere I'm like pretty good at. But Bristol, I just suck at the setups, especially in these ARCA cars. It doesn't help that in like rivals, you could literally just go all out. I guess you need a lift, and these guys could show me, but yeah, it seems like when I lift, I shoot straight up the track. And every time I go around, I hit the wall. I mean, if I'm beating the goal time, that it's not the same to me. Beating the goal time and actually setting a clean lap. If I'm beating the goal time pretty handily, that means I have a fast car. Imagine how much quicker it'd be if I wasn't denting it in every lap. Okay. I mean, I'm turned like almost 100% to the left. And it still is just. I mean, it looks like I'm trying to take him out there. Uh, we'll do one more lap. Let me fall behind the 50 here. Breaking that much isn't enough still. I know I said that was going to be the last lap, but I need. Okay, that's one clean corner. See if I can do it from the bottom. Okay, I can. I'm just going to lose 2 positions a lap. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, that's a decent time. But that also means I'm going to be in the middle of the pack. I'd rather run 34th and stay clean. But whatever. I think it should be 2 laps here for qualies. Okay, already in the wall. That lap too. See, those tags aren't that bad, but they just add up over time. Goal for P29 definitely could have gotten more out of it. But we beat our goal. Butterbean Queen, gonna be on pole for the race. Now let's go to the race where it is gonna be bad. I think it said 14 laps. Okay, other than the fact that I was hooked and all but sliding there and dropped multiple positions, feeling pretty good. Ooh, barely clear there. Please stop sliding. You see what I mean? For me to be able to make that corner. So that was a decent corner, but I had to rely on the 5 there, which means I'm going to get chewed out in the tweets, which I don't like. I want to race clean, but I also want to get my sponsor goals. And if having to rely on these AI cars to catch me, then that's what it's going to take. Dude, I've never wished for single car pit stops in NASCAR until now. This is bad. I guess I could go for a tighter or looser setup in the future. I need to experiment with these setups and figure out what I need for this car at Bristol, but I can't put that much effort into one car on one track. Okay, I need to now try and be aggressive because I was at risk of losing my sponsor goal. Now, I very rarely give myself a Martinsville stripe, or not Martinsville, Darlington stripe. I almost always give myself a Bristol bash. Oh my goodness, what a corner! Kept it off the wall, kept it off of a car. Well, Eric, what more could you ask? I kept it clean for a lap. That was a bad last lap, but I got a couple better positions. Finished 31st. Jake Finch wins the race. Uh, yeah. And now Kyle Keller to see ChucklesTC Clown is in the just send it phase of learning how to drive. I I am at this track, yeah, I am. Matt Weaver, ChucklesTC Clown could do without Bristol every time we come here. We have to stock up on coffee. Okay. Once again, yeah. Uh, I guess Blake Lofen. I know it can be tough on a track like Bristol to keep it clean, but can I try? Okay. Hopefully now. We're gonna do 3. It's only 24 minutes in. And we're going to the rock. Thank goodness. Oh, we'll do an appearance. And we are going to repair these parts. But then we're going to go back down here and instantly buy the level 3 parts. I know some people might not agree. But I have the money right now. This is the way I need to do it. Uh, So let's go racing at the Rock. This should be a good race. Hopefully we got past our beaten and Bagan races. We almost won in last episode the call out race or whatever it's called. What, this is race 3? Well, we might try to go for 4 an episode. That's okay. No, I was gonna say, is it qualifying to skip practice? Is my car still loose? You know what I'd really like to see at Rockingham? Indy cars. I think this layout would be great. But I almost fear like it'd make for some dangerous racing. Okay, gonna get into the wall. Never mind. Something like that on the backstretch, that wall there would be detrimental. Why would you tuck in behind me? Okay. We got what we needed out of practice. P22 running. We might be able to get a top 15 out of today. Please let me. Thank you. Okay. I was still loose. So that might be part of the issue from Bristol. But I think Bristol and Phoenix weren't half bad. I've had a lot worse. And individual playthroughs of it. That's actually so much better off the bat, even though it looks like I am sliding a bit. I'm also swerving, so let's see how this feels. That's just so much better out of turn 4. Okay, really bad entry to 1, but you see, with it not, I mean, with it being a neutral setup, I think it works great, and I think that's why they have it as the test track or the like call out track, whatever it is, because the car handles so well here in the natural balance. We did qualify P22. That's exactly where we ran in practice. Not great, but I did have a very poor entrance to 1. Butterbean, once again on pole. Let's see what we can get in the race. Starting from P22. A 9-lap race here. Pretty short. Eric Johnson Jr. starting ahead of us. Man, I didn't realize until I looked at the cars in front of me how bumpy this track is. Oh, wow. Okay, I completely messed up there. What did I do? It's just that light contact is sending me around or sending me straight up. It must have been. I still drifted up that corner, but it's I mean, I'm definitely drifting up in the corners. That's not great. And yeah, ones like that. I think it's just when I'm lifting and getting back into it, I'm shooting up really fast. Okay, there we go. Able to keep it on the bottom this lap, and that's going to give me a huge run on the 3 car of Todd Souza. Now catching up to Alex Clubb. Ooh, gonna get there on my inside. And we're back down to P20. Now on lap 6. Butterbean is still in the lead. Clubb and Souza are ahead of us. Okay. Pretty decent corner there. Both corners of this track race different. Um, I will say it feels like I had to lift a lot more in 1 and 2. But with 2 laps to go, it appears that we have a late stage car. Yep, 1 and 2 are going to hit the wall. Apparently, that's just how today's going to go. What a name, Zachary Tinkle. See if we can at least get P17. And we will lift proper. Oh, he blocked me off. What a great move by Tinkle there at the end. We finished P18. That meets the goal. I feel like it was a pretty decent race. We definitely could have done better. And hopefully we return to the track this season. William Swallow, ChucklesTC Clown is starting to grow on me a bit. ChucklesTC Clown with a bunch of YOLO moves on track last race. Let's not make that into a bad habit. I don't really think I had any of those. But Queen claims the win. Now let's head to one last race for race 4 of the day. At Talladega. Oh my goodness. In Quartermaster. Interesting. Finish 29th or better in the next race in order to receive this offer. It is a super speedway. It's not guaranteed. But I think easily for the super speedways, even if we have a terrible car, we can go with the hard. For the road courses, I might have to go easy on some of them. In parts store, we can buy P5 parts or level 5. I'm going to wait. This level 3 gear is still in pretty decent shape. And that's plenty good for a super speedway. And I think if I can go and get a win here in Talladega, that could give me enough money for all level 5 upgraded parts. We're going to skip practice. We'll go straight to qualifying. We know what qualifying is going to end up being, but
I'd rather go ahead and run qualifying than run uh, qualifying and practice. Uh, Leader, I'm guessing that's the pole time, is 53 seconds or 53.637 seconds. Uh, we're not going to be that fast, but that's okay. We should be able to move from the rear. It is a bit harder with how short the races are, but I have faith. Because it will only be about like 7 laps, I think, max. Hopefully, it's like at least 5. I feel like that will at least give me something to work with. If it's 3, I'm doomed. Something like that. But here we go to start a qualifying lap. Super speedways are not fun running solo. Running in a group, those are fun, but the track is just so wide. There's so many little partial lanes you could run in. And yeah, we're going to set a 54.4. Qualified 37th. Not half bad, if I say so myself. We're not even a full second off the pole time. We're close, but not quite there. Let's go to the race. And honestly, not starting last is perfect because now we will have a car behind us to push. But as we are green here, starting in P37, let's go ahead and get the leaderboard up there. So we are already 3 seconds behind the leaders at the start. Come on, killer. Pull out, take that third lane, which is now the second lane because everyone moved up. Okay. And we are up into P29 at the end of the first lap of 5. Okay. I do want that high line, yeah. Okay, way to not transfer the speed. I'm gonna have to here. Hit Amber Backlund. Oh, that was a dirty move. It's my first like bad move of the race. Now around William Swalich on the outside. Oh, there we go. Another two tapper there on Swalich. Gonna hear about that after the race. Now the completion of 2 laps, we were inside the top 10. We were up 30 positions in 2 laps.
And now once we got to the front, we sort of stall out. Through by top. No help whatsoever. That inside lane is running away. We need a win here, boys. Come on. No. Okay, they're going to call a caution there. I was wrecked. We can't pit. We had to make up so much space in such little time with so much damage. Can it be done? Is that Cletus McFarland? It is. He did not run this race, Chief. Isabella Robusto in front of me. 2 to go. Okay. We'll file into the bottom lane. And maybe play both lanes like we're leading. Except we have to get past 15 cars. Bit close to the double yellow line here. But that works. Back up into 7th. And we will be 3rd as we take the white. And we are in the lead on the white flag lap here in Talladega. Okay, come on. We're going to get taken over on the high side. No. 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 Oh. Sean Gore won the race. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh no. That was our race to win. And you know what lost it for us? See if I can find it. I think it's into turn 1. Okay, yeah, no, it's right here. Tacoma Koga. I guess there is already a 12 car. I don't really care. I'm not switching my number now. He gets into me and sort of pushes me high. I get into the wall, and then I go back and I tag him back. Not on purpose or anything, but then I get more damage. Then on the final lap, is it Koga again? Like, I understand I was sort of jumping between push and push. I sort of did this one to myself. Yeah, this one was more on me than Koga. But I better not hear anything from him. He started the first incident and made me so desperate here. And the thing is, if I just stay with the 25 right here, I'm good. If I stay right here, Koga has a push for me, and I win that race. Still a pretty decent race, but From Patrick Strapoli. How's Chuggles Decline putting up top 20 in the ARCA series while being so awful? Where'd you finish, Patrick? I can't check it. Oh, and I can't read the other tweet. Dang it. Well, some rough body and chassis damage. We're going to Kansas next. Let's see what all I can do here. We'll go with crew meeting. Okay, perfect. That means the level 3 car will be good for another week. We'll go normal difficulty, time 20 finish. Let's check out parts store. Why can't I equip parts in my inventory? But 9, 10, 10, 300, 11,000. So I need like 10,000 more. And that gets us a bit closer. But we are going to need a lot more to afford the level 5 stuff. In fact, we may have to end up going level 4, which sets us back another 10,000. But hopefully I can just save up enough to get the level 5 stuff next and skip setting at level 4. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And just a reminder, now that I have the schedule set, these are coming out every Sunday and Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you are ever curious about the schedule of my releases and all my other videos, feel free to go check in my channel description. I have it all listed there. And be sure to check out all the other videos I'm working on, including Monoposto and Retroable right now. And at the conclusion of this first season, I will be starting another new series. But thank you all, and goodbye.